behind what I can see, like a woman who ties her hair back so you don't see the full flowy beauty of her hair. In her modesty, she ties her hair back. Yet he says, I know that what you're hiding back there is this unbelievable beauty. So too within the dwelling places and the privacy of the Jewish dwellings, there is such beauty there that Rashi even goes so far as to say, even the empty ones among you are beautiful to me. There are certain people that are tzaddikim, they're righteous, and it's very obvious to see. You could see by the way they conduct their lives, they go about their business, the way they go in the street, the way they interact with people, or the way that they dress. And I'm not saying that dress is an indicator of righteousness, because people can be very fake. It's true. But putting that aside, and all things being equal, you can have people that are very overtly and obviously pious and righteous. There's certain rabbis and there's certain great sages that we look at them and we say, look at this guy, what a holy tzaddik. I mean, like, everybody can see what a tzaddik this person is. But then there are people who we would look at them and say, who is this person? What's so great about them? They don't, dress in such a holy way. We don't really see them learning for hours, learning Torah. We don't see them davening with such kavanah. Maybe we tend to look down at certain Jews and say, I don't really see anything spiritual about this person. I don't see anything religious about this person. And yet, Hashem is revealing to us in these verses, those people who on the outside, there doesn't seem to be very much religiosity there. There doesn't seem to be very much fromness there. And it's very easy to judge and to say, I don't think God's happy with this person, right? We look down, not any of us here, but there's a tendency to look down on people who don't match our mold of what we think a frum yid should be, let's say. And yet we're being told, behind what you can see, beyond what you can see, there's so much goodness and there's so much beauty in my eyes, says Hashem, because I can see way more than you can see. I can see the goodness that's hidden. And I look there and I focus there and I say, you're so beautiful. Even the emptiest ones among you, think of the emptiest Jew. Don't think of it because that would be condescending. But imagine that, we can imagine there are people that we would say, as far as Judaism is concerned, this guy's running on empty. And God says, he's beloved to me. You can't see it, but I could see it. It's hidden away. His beauty is hidden away behind the barriers that you cannot pierce with your vision. I want to tell you a story. The story is that the Baal Shem Tov, was meditating one day. So he wanted to know, he was begging of God, please reveal to me, who is my study partner in the next world? Who am I going to be partnered with? Which soul in this world is going to be my Torah study partner in the next world? And it was revealed to him, a Jew named Nachum in the town of whatever. So he's like, wow, this person, I want to know him. I want to meet him in this lifetime. I got to go find him. And, he goes traveling to this town and he goes asking, who is Nachum? Who is Nachum? I want to know who's Nachum. And they go, Nachum? Oh, Nachum, he's over there. He's the butcher. So he goes to the butcher shop and he says, are you Nachum? And he sees this guy. He's like super overweight. He's dirty. He's greasy. He's ill-mannered. He's bad-tempered. He curses, every other word. He's rude, obnoxious. And he just can't believe what he's seeing, the Baal Shem Tov. This is going to be my partner? So he says, there must be more to him. I got to follow him around. So he starts watching his routine from morning to night. And basically all the guy does is eat, drink. He doesn't daven. He doesn't learn. He doesn't say brachas. He doesn't do anything Jewish. He just eats and drinks nonstop. And by drinking, I'm talking about alcohol. He's drunk all the time. It's like the worst person. And the Baal Shem Tov says, this is the guy that I'm going to be stuck with forever in the next world. What's lacking in me that God would do this to me? He's so distraught that he's of such low merit that this is going to be his partner for eternity. This low life, he's overcome at a certain point. He says to Nachum, Nachum, tell me, please, is there anything that you do that's Jewish? Like, why do you live this way? What makes you tick? What's the motivation behind your lifestyle? And he says, let me tell you why I am the way that I am. He said, when I was a young child, the Cossacks came and they made a pogrom in my town, and they killed many Jews. And among the Jews that they killed was my father. They pulled my father out. He was a skinny, scrawny weakling. And they killed him in a brutal way. They lit my father on fire, and he burned to death. And I watched him burn. And I'm telling you, he made a very pathetic, puny fire. He says, when the Cossacks come for me, and it's my turn to die for being a Jew, I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. I'm gonna be the biggest fire they've ever seen. So the Baal Shem Tov was very moved, and he said, this is a Jew who lives every moment of his life for the mitzvah of giving up his soul al kiddush Hashem, to sanctify the name of God, to die for being a Jew in the most glorious way that he knows how, is his motivation of everything that he does. And he said, such a holy person, I could only aspire to reach his level of holiness, said the Baal Shem Tov, that I should merit to sit with him in the next world. I must have done something very special to be so fortunate. But that, I think, is the meaning of this Rashi, that behind what's visible for us to see, the people that we see as the most empty, God says, there's a lot to love in there. You may not see it, but I see it.